Hello and welcome to this quick review. This is an email from one of my students. So I'm going to read this email and review it and share a few ideas about how this can be improved and all of that. So I always love to read subject lines first. Or first of all, I like to see the format of the email. This is not a bad format. Formatting is important because if you don't format your email properly, people will not be able to read it. So I like to see a lot of white spaces, short sentences, and all of that. So this is not bad to read. So I would have made this a little bit more easy to format. But anyway, this is okay. So let's see the subject line. Working harder could be your worst advice yet. A grind lie is accepted widely by many. I don't really like the subject lines. All right, I don't really like the subject line. It's always better to write subject lines that are somehow directly connected to your target audience. So a benefit headline, story headline, something that is somehow beneficial, or you use curiosity. I'm not really seeing this here, okay? But this is something you can test. Working harder could be your worst advice yet. Secondly, it's always good to have more than one subject line, maybe two, three, all right? Where you can pick the one that's best. What I'm going to do is I am going to review your email. Then after reviewing your email, I could come up with a few subject lines from the email that you wrote. So let's read the body copy. Hey, name. You have heard it right. You have heard it right? Hustle, grind, repeat. Sounds motivating, right? It's the mantra of many motivational speakers. They use it as one of their catchphrases. But could this be true? Does it work? Sometimes when we look at this critically, you could be glorifying what could become hard luck and exhaustion. An ideology that can keep you stuck if you are not smart with an approach. It's like pouring water into the bucket with holes, more effort than. So, the problem I have with this very beginning of your email is that you're not really, you're beating about the bush, right? I usually like to try and say what I need to say quickly. People don't have time to be reading, and it's like you're beating around the bush. You're not really saying, and I understand what you're trying to do, but you're doing it too much. That's what I would say. Go make your point, two or three sentences, then hit exactly what you want to talk about. Okay. Uh, so you're trying to talk down about people grinding, that it could be bad advice, but you are repeating yourself again and again and again. You can just make that point in one or two sentences. You make that point and connect it to what you're trying to say. Okay, so let's read on. But could this be true? Does it work? Sometimes when we look at this critically, you could be glorifying what could become hard luck and exhaustion. An ideology that can keep you stuck if you're not smart with an approach. It's like pouring water more often than okay. Millions of hardworking people hustle every day, but a fraction achieve financial freedom. You give your all. You give it your all, dreaming, planning, working yourself to the bone, and still nothing changes. Imagine spending 10 years grinding in a low paying job that barely covers your bill. Get burned out, chasing security that never comes, feel frustrating every single time. Name. There's a way out and it's not what most people are doing. Only a fraction always gets to achieve this. Unlimited earning potential, sweet freedom, flexibility, good opportunities, vacation, working on your own time. Yes, name it. The good news is your expectation can be achieved with my paid program and put you in the 1%. So this email, again, like I said, it beats about the bush. Okay? Now, when you're writing, I like to write emails in such a way that I give value, I have a pivot according to what I sell. Okay? The very first few lines up there don't really seem to give value. Now, value can be information, useful information. Value could be an interesting story. Value could be a fact. But you don't need to beat about around the bush. That's what you did here. So about 80% of your email is just about telling people stuff. Secondly, I think that you have some issues with the flow. If you read your email loud, like you should, read it out loud, you will notice that some sentences don't flow well. All right, so that is something you should work on. So let me read the whole email. All these are accessed in my copy program that takes you from earning peanuts to working smarter and landing high paying jobs as a freelance copywriter. Take this advantage and change the narrative for your future, or keep working hard and believing it will bring a different outcome. Click here to join the Elite Full Copy program. Claim your spot now on Chess Tony Lamb. So, like I said, the problem here is that you've used about 70% or 80% of your body copy to talk about something that may not be really be relatable. Number two, not everybody who wants to learn copywriting is passing through this. Okay, so you need to also remember that. Personally, I will cut off 50% of what you did up there and just connect it to what I'm selling here. Now, it would have been easier to just make your point in 2 or 3 sentences above and then connect to what you're selling. Now, if it was possible to edit your email, I would do that and show you what I mean. But unfortunately, I can't do that. Let me see. I can't do that. All right. So that is what I would do. Cut down on some of the things you said here. Secondly, use ChatGPT to proofread. Copy your email after you have written them. Go to ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT to proofread. ChatGPT will help you to clean up the email. Then you bring it back and edit it. Okay. That's what I do now to help me uh, proofread the email. So let me uh, let me review the second email. All right, so watch the second video.